What's going on, guys? Steve, Jake, and Jason all here at the Pear Tree Ranch.
That's right.
And we're about to get on some of these goodies. What we got here, man?
Well, if you didn't know, the Pear Tree Ranch Jeep is going to be in the Rebel Off-Road booth. We've done a lot. You can see the overview video of my rig with the Rebel Explorer rack on the back side. Really allowed me to build out the Jeep for our overlanding and camping needs. But I wanted to get a little more of that Rebel gear on there before it goes in their booth. So we've got the front and rear bumper to put on. So very excited about that.
Front bumper, rear bumper.
Front bumper, rear bumper.
Skid plate.
Skid plate for the front bumper.
Hoop for the front
low
bumper.
Hoop for the front bumper. And then the side steps.
Sides for the rear.
Sliders for on the rear, on the sides there.
So it's going to be a day full of fun stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Thankfully, these guys have come to help, and we're having us a little bumper install party.
Man, I can't wait. I'll tell you. So guys, if you're out at Jeep Beach, make sure you stop by and say hi to Jake. You can't miss the Jeep. He'll be there over in the Rebel Off-Road booth. It's going to be a fun time, man. Yeah,
we're super excited. The Rebel guys have been great to me in the last couple of years of getting to know them and being around, and I personally am really excited about a lot of their products and excited to have it on the Jeep.
We got another surprise too, though. Jay is also in a booth. Where are you at, Jay?
Well, it should be Apex Chassis.
Apex Chassis.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be a fun time. These guys are going to be repping it. I can't wait to show you Jay's ride because he's done some add-ons to his. So both of you guys are going to be like, man, ready to roll.
Ready to roll. So it's exciting.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, let's get to work.
Let's get to work, guys. What you got going on over here, Jake?
Oh, just working away on the old electronics. So getting all this wiring harness undone so we can transfer it over. I have like the park assist and the lane assist and all those fancy sensors on mine. So getting the stuff off for that so we can move it over. And then they got the lights for by the license plate and such. So
nice.
Just getting all these wiring stuff undone to the best of my ability without trying to break too many of these little plugs that hold it in place.
Oh yeah.
The Rebel bumper I think it comes with plugs for if you don't have that or don't want to put it on there. So that is an option.
Nice.
But if I can put them on there, I'm down with the.
Of course, using it.
Nice stuff.
Like it's stock.
Yeah. So just taking my time here, trying to feel out where all that stuff is at, and Bob's your uncle. There's a sensor.
Yep.
Okay, guys, we're making progress. You saw me taking the electrical off. Jay's working on getting those sensors attached and the electrical put back on to the new Rebel off-road bumper. We got the instructions out. First thing was, of course, take everything off, take all the sensors out, which we kind of got that going. I'm gonna have to cut off this. This is where you could put a ball for towing. Again, I have a truck that does that. So I got the angle grinder out, and I'm gonna have to cut this piece off. And then I got a sanding disc and some paint to finish that up. And then we can start, once everything's on there, moving on. So got the angle grinder, got the Ear Pro and the Eye Pro. Time to make with the cutting. Okay guys, we've got that piece cut off, got it ground down smooth, wiped clean, painted black. Jay's got the electrical all installed on the new bumper, so we're ready to lift this baby up and stick it on there. Jay,
We'll zip tie it.
you need me to spot you, cup it, hold it?
I'm good. I might be old, but I got this.
All right, here we go.
Again, before we slide it all the way in, we'll just tuck the wires.
All right, guys, the bumper is on, and we've moved on to the side sliders and steps. So I'm holding, and Jason's kind of figuring out where everything goes and getting the bolts started. But the bumper is on there. We got the wiring plugged in and zip tied up and out of the way. And I think it looks pretty good. So we'll get these side sliders on and bring you back, give you the old walk around of the rear end of this baby. All right, guys, we've got the bumper on there. Everything bolted up pretty easy. We showed you the one bit of cutting we had to do. We've got the side sliders and steps on there, license plates on. We'll have a little bit of wiring to do for the license plate lights. Jay's got connectors for me that I can use, so that's awesome. And with his help and Steve's help, I've been running around doing a little bit of cooking, keep these guys fed for helping me out. We're able to get this bumper on there. So next up, we'll be able to do the front bumper, and coming in the squares here, we're going to have us some nice Tyri lights. We got really bright backup lights when we're out on the trail, so we can see what we're doing. So really excited about the bumper, and we'll get going on the front bumper next.
We're going to start on the front bumper today. I was a little late to the show. Jay already beat me here. They've already taken it off, put the new one on, and then I said we got to redo it, so then they swapped it again, so now we're going to start again. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding, we didn't. But so they already went over the directions, and we're going to get this bad boy put on today. So you excited?
Yeah, I'm ready to get it done. This should be, fingers crossed, maybe a little simpler. We got to strip down, so we got to get the lights off, the winch out, the bumper off, get all this stuff off. Pretty sure there's not any cutting to do today.
Okay.
From what it looks like. If you're installing this bumper on a JK, there is a little bit of cutting. This bumper will fit on a JK, not just on a JL or a JT.
Very cool.
So I think what we'll probably get going is Jay brought the big impact gun and all that stuff. Is maybe Jay and Steve will start working on stripping down, and I can start working on getting the skid plate and stuff attached to the bumper.
Sweet.
And that way, after reading the directions, that needs to happen first, so we'll kind of get that going. And then once this is all done and off, that'll go on, and then we got to drop the winch in there. And then...
Are we dropping the winch in there before we get it on?
I feel like that's maybe going to be easier to do.
Yeah, because you can get to the bolts on the bottom.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say that in the directions, but I think we review that. Okay. My idea,
heavier getting up there, but
yeah, I feel like it's going to be a little simpler to do that. So yeah, we'll kind of get everything off, get this put together, and get ready, and then get her slid up and in there.
Very cool. Well, let's get to it, man.
Let's tear it up.
Let's go.
All right, boom, done. Look at that. Bumper delete, full winch install. I know you wish you had this too. All right, kidding aside, we got everything off. We had to get the winch plate and all that stuff, but this is still kind of wired up. So we're hoping to slide the new bumper in there and then lower this onto the winch plate without having to unwire it, because either we're lazy or trying to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, we just don't want to unwire it.
Yeah, the reality is to unwire and fish that positive out and do all that. I think we can do it. We got 3 guys. We just fished it all out, so we're just gonna fish in with the new one.
Fish it all in.
Just fish it in.
Cool.
So we're slowly winning, and stuff is coming together.
Let's get it.
Let's get the new bumper on.
All right, guys, so, man, these guys powered through this. You know, I just kind of watched them. I was here for support. You know, I supported it when they needed the muscle in the background, you know, but other than that, these guys, they handled it. You know, what do you think, man?
Dude, it's super nice.
Pretty
it's
solid.
So solid. It wasn't a hard install. Like, it was just figuring out the timing and the pieces, like anything that you build. And figuring out the puzzle of like how to not have to disconnect the winch all the way. We figured that out. We got it set in there. We got the pieces and went through.
It worked?
And it worked. We did it. So it's all back together and on there.
So behind the scenes, guys, I was I kept ripping on Jake because he put this bottom on, and I was like, man, you're gonna get those bolts. I was like, you're not gonna get the bolts, because on mine, I remember when we put mine on, we couldn't get the bolts. Well, sure enough, he showed me up, and he was able to get to the bolts.
We got them bolts.
Just so you know, you can bolt and unbolt this winch with everything connected.
With the skid plate on there.
So, man, this definitely looks good, man. I like it, like a lot.
All we got left to do, I think we're going to need different size clamps for the Tyri lights on there. So we got to figure that out, and then we'll come up with lights for in here for the fog lights.
Yeah,
which I'm excited about. I think that always looks great, and it's functional as well. So
sweet, man.
Very pleased.
Well, guys, check them out. If you guys are at Jeep Beach, go to the Rebel tent. You'll see Jake's vehicle over there. He's going to be repping it. So that was the whole plan. We got a couple other things in store that we're doing on the back side of it. Hopefully we'll have it done by the show.
Yep.
If not,
it'll be done.
It'll be done.
It'll be done.
It'll be done. So guys, you guys got to check that out. So let's take a closer look and see what this thing looks like. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I just want to put a little disclaimer that Jake paid for these bumpers. These were not free. Big thank you to Rebel Off-Road for letting us be in the booth this year. And they did give us a little discount for being in the booth for these bumpers. So they were paid for. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. Until next time, enjoy your adventure. See ya.